underlying quality here and not just some of these positive habits that we can make for ourselves. And that habit, it seems to me, is self-awareness. Self-awareness, like when you said we ought to take a breath and really listen, or take a breath, really try and understand that. How does Buddhism or your life or your learnings point to self-awareness?
I had a great lesson in self-awareness when I was very young. I'm very fortunate to have had wonderful teachers as a young person, many of whom are no longer with us, but just great people. One man was Dr. Robert Tannenbaum. I was at UCLA. I was a young, wise guy, know-it-all PhD student, and I thought I knew everything in the world. You have to realize this was many years ago, and I was what was called a hippie. I thought I was hip and cool and deep and wise, and we were in this group, and we were encouraged to talk about whatever we wanted to talk about. I talked about people in Los Angeles for 3 weeks. Aren't these people screwed up, and they wear these sequin blue jeans, and they drive $200,000 cars, and they're plastic, and they're materialistic, and all they ever want to do is impress others. I went into this monologue about how bad they were for 3 weeks. Of course, I'm from Valley Station, Kentucky, which made me the world's authority on all people in Los Angeles. Finally, old Dr. Tannenbaum looked at me, and he scratched his beard. He said, "Marshall, who are you talking to?" I said, "Well, I guess I'm talking to the group." He said, "Well, it's interesting. There are 12 people here. Every time you've spoken, you've looked at only one person. You seem interested in the opinion of only one person. Who's that one person?" I thought about it, and I said, "Well, I never thought about it." And then I thought, no, it's probably that would be you. He said, "That's right, me." "Why me?" I said, "Well, Dr. Tannenbaum, a person with your esteemed background and credentials and writing, and a person so respected and knowledgeable, I'm sure that I felt a person like you could understand the true depth of what I was saying." He looked at me and he said, "Marshall, is there any chance for the last 3 weeks all you've been doing is trying to impress me?" What did I say? "Well, no." I said, "Dr. Tannenbaum, I'm very disappointed. I don't think you've understood a thing I've said. For 3 weeks I've been telling you how messed up it is to try to impress others. I think you completely missed the point." He looked at me, scratched his beard, and he goes, "I understand, I think." I look around, I see these heads all nodding there, nodding. I hated old Dr. Tannenbaum for 6 months. After 6 months, I looked in the mirror, you know what I said? "Thank you, Dr. Tannenbaum. You just taught me a good lesson." You see, it's real easy to see our problems where? Everybody else. It's a little more challenging to see them in the mirror.
Wow. So what you're really doing is helping people look at themselves in the mirror, no matter who you talk to, whether it's an executive person or someone else that you're coaching or helping. Isn't that what it's all about?
That's what it's all about. And by the way, when you're adding too much value, where's that problem coming from? Look at your own ego, your own need to prove you're smart, own need to share your wisdom, not because of their needs, but because of our own needs.
Wow, that is really true, really true. Thank you so much.